Kimchi. It's one of Korea's pride and joys that finds its home at the side of every single meal. So what exactly is it? Kimchi is normally made from fresh, crisp vegetables that have been soaked and brined in a multitude of spices like hot chili paste, umami-packed garlic, green onions, you name it. Then the kimchi is sealed tight and put into a refrigerator to ferment and soak up all the seasonings for 3 to 6 months. And if you're feeling spicy, get it because kimchi is spicy? No. In traditional preparation, kimchi was stored underground in jars called a jangdok, which are then placed in an area called a jangdokdae, which is the area where food goes to ferment. Maybe you might be more familiar with kimchi that's been made from cabbage, aka baechu kimchi, but did you know kimchi is not just made with lettuce? You can make kimchi with nearly anything. I'm talking cucumbers, radish, chives, and even soda. I'm literally not kidding, there's kimchi soda. However, today, I'll be making 4 types of mouth-watering kimchi that'll make you want to slap your mama. Please don't go slapping your mama with kimchi. This is not a K-drama. Or is it? Today, I'm making kimchi. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hey, what are you wearing? Hey, what are you wearing?
Do you really need to know?
Yes, what are you wearing?
Well, you know, Teddy Blake has this really cool purse that they have out right now. Very luxurious for my girls that are on a budget right now. It's called the Ava purse. If you want to get one for your sister, your brother, your cousins, or yourself, go ahead and go cop one on the website right now. They're having one of their biggest sales this year. So if you want to be a luxurious girl like me, then you will want to go out and go get this purse. Yes. Today I'll be making kimchi with Jomin, who specializes in kimchi making. However, before making kimchi, we stopped by a local market to get some fresh ingredients. Fresh, never frozen. Gordon Ramsay wouldn't have it either way. If you're interested in making kimchi in Korea, you can always find Jomin's kimchi class on Airbnb experiences. Let's get started.
First cabbage, you cut into bite-size. The cabbage, you cut into bite-size, and then you just mix it with chicken. And you add salt and season just for like 30 minutes. You rinse out the excess salt and then you mix it with the seasoning together. And radish cucumber, you add salt and you sit for about 30 minutes. I like the first cabbage first. Yeah, you wash your hand first. Cut out the root, cabbage here. And yeah, leaves you can just prepare by hand. And then you put leaves in a small bowl. And then too big, then you can cut one more time. This part can go anywhere.
None of you work as a team. Where's the lamb sauce? Go on then, you coppers.
And half tablespoon, yeah. So it's in the middle. By hand gently. This 1 tablespoon amount of mix gently. What is this? That's a shrimp. Salted shrimp. It looks so tiny. easier. This way. Like this. Good. Like here. So the outside is not a perfect shoe, but
Nice.
like 30 minutes to 1 hour. Now you are going to prepare cucumber.
Households.
And then you dissolve salt with the cucumber this time. Like this. To coat the salty water more around your cucumber. And then you leave like this for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
You come to kimchi class when you know about kimchi. Korean cooking class when you don't know about Korean food at all. You come to see what Korean foods are like. So it's more for the like tourist class. Now they live in here, so they know about Korean food more, so they come to kimchi. Now you are going to preparing all the vegetables. Now you are going to mix seasoning of this long-term cabbage kimchi, and then you will put the seasoning on your prepared cabbage. And the seasoning you will mix with radish and spring onion. This time I'm going to give you a piece of radish. You peel the skin first, and the radish this time you julienne and cut into very thin. So you slice thin like this more, and then you cut it straight like this. 3 tablespoons. Yeah. 2, 3. Yeah, you like it spicy? Okay. But this is not very spicy salty chili powder. So there's in Korea you can find the normal chili powder or very spicy chili powder. If you like extra spicy, you'd better to mix some extra spicy chili powder in here. And then you make a hole here, and then so 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of anchovy sauce, and 1 tablespoon shrimp paste here. But these two, so shrimp paste not too much like this 1 tablespoon, full spoon. So one, yeah.
Okay, so one spoon.
1 tablespoon. You know, sorted right. It's different.
No, but I could like salt it first and then.
Chili powder 1.5 tablespoon.
Wait, so it's then more sugar this time for this?
Yeah.
time?
This first kimchi is very salty, and this kimchi is more nice. 1 of anchovy and half of shrimp.
Like this?
Okay, this is yeah, 1 of anchovy, half of shrimp. Sure. And then you mix everything well. 1 tablespoon of shrimp. Make sure to soak all the dry powder with the liquid.
I like the smell. It's very much like a seafood garlic kind of.
So you wear this to the long first. Turn with a finger. Mix this seasoning by hand. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and then now you mix with spring onion all together gently by 2 hands here. Yeah. So this is the seasoning for today. It's very basic. So now we are going to put the seasoning on your cabbage. So move this on here, and then you spread your cabbage down, and you're going to put seasoning from root side to the leaf side, from the small leaves inside to the big leaves outside. So you grab some seasoning, and then you put seasoning on your cabbage leaves, but you have to put every single leaves. So small leaves here, you put, and the big leaf you put on one side here first. Yeah, this is the way your long-term cabbage kimchi looks like. And when you keep wrapped with the biggest leaf out here, so you leave with the biggest leaf here, and then you trim your cabbage inside. Take it out. Yeah, inside out. Okay, this is the most complicated kimchi making. You made just one, but when you make go on. It's very hard work because machine cannot do this process. You have to coat and rub. So even at the kimchi factory, they hire people and they do this. So usually this long-term cabbage kimchi is more expensive than cabbage kimchi. You mix with that already mixed the seasoning together, so machine can do with, but this one only people can. Okay, and now you're going to cucumber kimchi. Drain water. So cucumber first. So you drain over. Tablespoon of chili powder. Half tablespoon shrimp. Half teaspoon is there or just a little bit. And then mix by hand to this side. Either, but then for example, if you drain water of radish over cucumber bowl. And then you just leave like this a bit, and now you're going to cut radish kimchi and fresh cabbage kimchi. And but your radishes are still wet, so you can chili powder into radish directly this time, tablespoon. And then you mix salt until 1 tablespoon of shrimp. W as well. Oh, this is called. She is amazing. She's so gorgeous. Yeah, but I think her best is Naya. How do you call it? Is it a scarf? On one side and make a room for the fresh watch Mr. Sunshine. Oh, that's true, yeah. And this Japanese girl, she is a big fan of the Korean drama and K-pop as well. But she hasn't seen the Mr. Sunshine because it's
Very
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Is it about I couldn't recommend that in Korea? Is it Korea?
is it about history between Japan and Korea?
Yeah, it's similar, so you can use so you move here, shake it over here. Good. Yeah, like that. And now you put the seasoning there. But seasoning is thick, so you'd better to spread it well and then mix again and again until everything gets sesame oil, sesame seed. But other three you would keep, and sesame oil doesn't have the low fermentation actually. So these three you don't add oil and seed, and then you mix them. More salty knife again. So if you want, you can cut all the way and then cut it on the knife. Okay, and then you put everything in the container.
One of my favorite dramas